Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, a big test. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and check out the sale on the premium list at intothecryptoverse.com. You can lock in the low rate as long as you do not cancel. And also do remember today is the last day to pick up the most recent Into the Cryptoverse NFT. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. Bitcoin is coming in on a very important test here. And I do want to stress that this is a significant milestone. Okay. Now, as you guys know, I typically use the 20-week moving average and the 21-week EMA as the line in the sand for the market to really be bullish. Okay. This one right here. The bull market, as you guys know, right? The bull market support band. When we hold it as support, we typically put a new all-time high. When we fall below it, and I give it 3 to 6 months, right? And we'll become a little bit more philosophical when the market's bearish, and then we sort of forget about all that when it's going back up. But this is an important test, not the bull market support band, because we're not even at it right now, right? We'd have to drop like $4,000 for us to even test it. What I want to draw your attention to is another moving average that a lot of other people use to determine whether they think the market is bullish or bearish. And so who are we to not talk about it? We should talk about it. It's the 200-day moving average. Now, the 200-day moving average is not something that I talk about that much because I don't think that it necessarily provides that much value, but there are some instances where it has provided value, and we're going to talk about it right now. So the 200-day moving average is at 48.3K. 48.3. All right, so it's about $500 higher than where we currently are. Note that Bitcoin has already gone up to 48.1K. So just $200 shy of the 200-day moving average. This is an important milestone for Bitcoin to break above, okay? And I want to talk about why. Has the 200-day moving average been relevant for Bitcoin over the last year? No, right? Not really. I mean, has it? Wasn't really that relevant here. Wasn't really that relevant over here. We just dropped below it. Not really relevant. So what's all the fuss about, right? Why does it matter? I think the reason is because of two things. Number one, in a prior life, right, in a prior cycle, the 200-day is what knocked us down anytime we started to get bullish during 2018. Okay, so we saw these types of moves and we got rejected by it. We saw it again here in July and we got rejected, right? So this move got rejected by the 200-day SMA in April and May. This one got rejected in July. You fast forward to today, we're currently at it. So look, we all want the cycle to lengthen. We all want to see Bitcoin ultimately prevail and trend to six figures this year or next year. But I also want us to really focus on lessons from the past. The 200-day, it does seem somewhat important. If we get above it, that'll be a huge check mark for the bulls. I think it would provide even more evidence that Bitcoin is looking incredibly strong and that it's more likely going to put it into an all-time high well before the next halving. So this is a big test right now, right? At 48.3K. Let's see if we can get back above it. If we can, I think that's going to go a long way in potentially converting some people who are kind of in the middle on where they think Bitcoin's going, probably going to make them a little bit more bullish if we can break above it. Okay. What's interesting is that Bitcoin's not the only thing at the 200-day moving average. You also have the NASDAQ at its 200-day moving average, right? It's right at that 200-day moving average. Okay. Of course, we don't care about wicks. No one's getting out of bed for a wick. This is an important level, right? You have the 200-day moving average for the NASDAQ. You have it for Bitcoin. You have it for Ethereum. I mean, hell, you even have it for the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio, all at the 200-week moving average. This is an important level right now, and I think it's worth your attention. So 48.3K is the line in the sand that we would like to see Bitcoin break above over the next couple of days. This would be, I think, very useful for a lot of people who are sort of on the fence as to where they think Bitcoin's going. If Bitcoin can break above it and really show that it has the strength to surpass it and to at least do something like we did back in August and September of 2021, where we flirt with it for a couple of months before then trending higher. If we can get past this level, I think it's going to look really good. If, on the other hand, we get rejected from this level and then come back down, then we still have to contend with the possibility of it being something like this. Okay, these aren't really necessarily things that we want to see play out, but they're things that we have to admit they could play out, right? I mean, in the same way that even when Bitcoin went to 69K, a lot of people didn't think it was going to come back down, but it did. Okay, so the 200-day moving average, while it hasn't been that important recently, it has been important in the past. So let's keep an eye on it. Let's see if Bitcoin can get back above it. It currently is at around 48.3K. So I think that's sort of the line in the sand that the bulls are battling right now. I think the bears are trying to set up camp at the 200-day moving average, and the bulls are trying to battle through. Do note, if we get above it, we want to see follow through. Okay, we don't want it to just be a wick, right? We want to see it close up there. We want to see another candle open up there and continue to push higher. This is an important milestone. Let's see if we can get above it. We've already seen a lot of changes to the market structure over the last couple of weeks. One of them being the 50-week moving average. After falling below it, we've never gotten back above it without having some type of 40 or 50% capitulation down to the 200-week moving average. It's never happened before. It's happened this time. You can see back in 2018, we got rejected by the 50-week, right? We got rejected by the 50-week. But here, we've made a move back above it. So Bitcoin is keeping people on their toes, right? This market is not, it's not predictable down to a T. As you can see, different things are playing out literally every single time. So follow the 200-day moving average. Let's see if we can get back above it. If we get rejected, we still need to be relatively cautious in these market conditions. We also, as a reminder, we have the premium list, intothecryptoverse.com. Check out that sale. And if you want to pick up one of the Into the Cryptoverse NFTs, make sure you do so. Today is the last day to pick one of these up, at least from us. One of them, we have a bear and we have a bull. So if you're leaning bearish, maybe you would get the bear. We also have the bull, and the other one that has both the bull and the bear. That one is already sold out. But again, if you want to get one, check it out, and then you can verify your NFT at the Into the Cryptoverse Discord and get invited to that Discord. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.